There are so many mistakes that international students make when they are applying to colleges and universities in the United States. Today, in this series, we're on number two. We're going to talk about one that happens well before students actually even start their common application or their application to MIT or Georgetown. This is a mistake in just understanding what colleges are even going to be assessing in the United States. Depending on the country you're from, many countries and the colleges or universities in those countries really are only assessing uh, results from particular exams or grades from the most recent years of your high school career, i.e., the last ones. But in the United States, that's not the case. I can't tell you how many international students come to me thinking that their ninth grade grades and or their 10th grade grades don't count in terms of what colleges and universities in the United States are going to be assessing or evaluating when making an admissions decision. But that couldn't be further from the truth. In the United States, all 4 years of high school are critically important to assessing a student's suitability and fit for a particular college or university, particularly selective colleges and universities. The only year where there's sort of an asterisk next to that statement is for 12th grade, the last year in high school. So again, the numbers don't even always correlate, of course, right? Because depending on the country you're in, your last year in high school may be grade 13. So every country's public school system and private schools offer sort of different offerings in terms of what they even call the grade levels. And so this can be very confusing. I completely understand. Don't get me wrong. This is not easy stuff to translate your culture or your international high school to what the expectations are of the colleges and universities in the United States. But let's get it straight. If you attend high school anywhere in the world, American colleges and universities are going to be looking for your grades from ninth grade, 10th grade, and 11th grade in order to make an admissions decision. And when I say the grades from those years, I mean really final grades, cumulative grades for those full 3 years in high school. And then they're also going to be looking for at least some grades in progress, most likely, for your 12th grade year or your final year in high school. So again, I understand that not every country offers grades the same way or doles them out at the same time, and obviously they're all in different scales. And this can be somewhat of a thorny issue as well. Many colleges require translation services or transcript evaluation services to get their hands on your official transcripts from your high schools before they will start to evaluate them themselves. And so those are extra hurdles you as an international student have to go and jump through. But before you even get to that point, you need to understand that you are going to be sort of on the clock in terms of your American college and university applications the minute you start high school, which again in the United States correlates to ninth grade. Those grades are going to be reported to colleges and universities. So are 10th grade grades, so are 11th grade grades. And then again, most students are applying to college at some point in the beginning of their senior year or your 12th grade year. Those grades will be shared at least in progress in one way, shape, or form. Now again, if you're an IB student, some of those schools don't actually dole out grades. In the IB diploma program, they only give out predictions. So in addition to the predictions being sent, the actual grades earned in their last 2 years of MYP or the first 2 years of high school that were not IB diploma years, those need to be sent plus the IB diploma program predictions. Test scores from AP exams from ninth grade, 10th grade, 11th grade do not count in place of final grades from ninth grade, 10th grade, and 11th grade when colleges and universities in the United States, particularly selective ones, are evaluating your transcript. So bottom line, if you go to school in Timbuktu, if you go to high school in Madagascar, or if you go to high school in Uruguay, or in Japan, or in Canada, or in Denmark, or in South Korea, you get the picture. Colleges are going to be looking for 3 full years worth of final grades from high school, and your final year in high school, if you're still in high school, they're going to be looking for at least the first quarter or term or interim grades in order to make an admissions decision on your file. So don't think that, oh, you could slouch off the first couple years in high school and those grades or the marks earned during those years don't matter. They do matter. They matter a heck of a lot. Obviously, In other videos, I talk a great deal about grade trends and other, strategies you can have to actually have the most impressive transcript possible. But before you can even have the most impressive transcript possible, you have to know what a transcript is, which is an official documentation of the grades earned in high school, but also what on that transcript American high schools are going to be looking at. In the case, not American high schools, American colleges are going to be looking at. In the case of all American colleges I know, they're going to be looking at all your high school career. So high school, once it starts, you're on the clock for college admission in the United States. It does not start just because your IB diploma program starts in 11th grade. Does not mean your high school transcript starts in 11th grade. It actually goes back much further. So keep that in mind as an international student or parent of an international student who's applying to colleges and universities in the United States. All 4 years of high school matter. And if you have the best grades that you can earn all 4 years of high schools, whether it's out of 20, out of 100, out of 5, no matter what your current local grading scale is, you want to get the highest grades you can for all those 4 years so you can present the most impressive transcript to colleges and universities in the United States when you do, in fact, apply. And I hope you do. And if you're watching these videos, you're going to be even more empowered to apply smart. I'm CollegeMeister, the CollegeMeister. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel. And I will be doing more in this series of mistakes, the biggest mistakes, in fact, that international students make when applying to American colleges and universities.